morning, children. Today we are going to learn how to prove identities. Last class we discussed some standard identities. These are some of the standard identities which we have learned in last class. So based on this one, we will prove some other identities. So there is a left side and a right side. Use observe carefully which is the side more complicated. So if the left side is more complicated, you take the left side, or if the right side you think that it is more complicated, take the right hand side. So, but don't take both sides together. Either you can take left side or the right side. Here I have taken the left side. Why? Because cosec theta is, we know that cosec theta is 1 by sin theta. So cosec theta is directly related to the sin theta by the formula cosec theta is 1 by sin theta. So I have taken left side. This cosec theta plus 1 divided by cosec theta minus 1. Cosec theta is 1 by sin theta. So I replace cosec theta with 1 by sin theta. Here also 1 by sin theta. So now take the LCM of the numerator. Sin theta is the LCM of the numerator. So top become 1 plus sin theta. Denominator also LCM is sin theta. So top become 1 minus sin theta. So the common denominator get cancelled. So sin theta get cancelled. So you get 1 plus sin theta divided by 1 minus sin theta, which is our right side. But you could start with the left side also. In the case of left side, if you start with the left side, sin theta should be written as 1 by cosec theta. Take the LCM, proceed the same way. So I'll repeat it again once more. So take any one side. I have taken the left side. This is the left side. Cosec theta is directly related to sin theta by this formula. Cosec theta is 1 by sin theta. So I replace cosec theta by 1 by sin theta. Both numerator and denominator. LCM is taken. Sin theta is the LCM. Top become 1 plus sin theta divided by sin theta. Denominator become 1 minus sin theta by sin theta. Same denominator cancels. You get the answer which is the right side. So left hand side is good, the right hand side, and the right hand is good. Okay, now we'll take another question. This is the question sec A minus tan A divided by sec A plus tan A is 1 minus 2 sec A plus tan squared A. Okay, in your 8th standard and 9th standard we have learned rationalizing factor. Suppose a term like this 2 plus root 3, the rationalizing factor is multiply both numerator and denominator with the opposite sign of this. Sign between them is changed. That is 2 minus root 3 divided by 2. So top and down multiply by the opposite of what is in the denominator. So if this minus coming, you have to multiply by the same expression with the plus. So it will be root 5 plus root 2 divided by root 5 plus root 2. Root 5 plus root 2. Okay. So don't think that the rationalizing factor is only possible questions like this. It can be for trigonometry also. So in the case of trigonometry, let's go to this question. The rationalizing factor of this sec A minus tan A is sec A plus tan A, sec A minus tan A. Denominator, this is plus, so you multiply top and down by sec A minus tan A, sec A minus tan A. The top is repeated term, sec A minus tan A into sec A minus tan A, sec A minus tan A the whole squared. Denominator is A plus B into A minus B. So secant squared A minus tan squared A. Now this is, we know that is 1. Because we have a standard identity secant squared theta minus tan squared theta is 1. So denominator can be replaced by 1. So top, open the bracket, a minus b the whole squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So secant squared a minus 2 secant tan a plus tan squared a. Now look at the answer. We almost got the answer. The middle term we already got it. Last term part of it is got it. This is the unwanted term. That is the term which is, this term is not in the answer. So we have to change that one. Now we have the formula for from here secant squared a is, if we take tan squared a to the other side, you get 1 plus tan squared a. So we have to change it to 1 plus tan squared a because in our answer there is no secant squared a. But instead we have 2 tan squared a. So we replace the secant squared a by 1 plus tan squared a. The others are written like that. Now tan squared a and tan squared a can be added. This tan squared a and the other tan squared a is added, giving you 2 tan squared a. Now look at the question. Look at the answer. We got the same answer, 1 minus 2 sec A tan A plus tan squared, which is our right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So once more I repeat it. So look at this question. We rationalize the denominator. The advantage of rationalize the denominator is denominator gets 1 because our answer there is no denominator is 1. So because sec A secant squared A minus tan squared is 1. So we rationalize the denominator. So when you rationalize the denominator, we get like this. Sec A minus tan A, top is repeated, so whole square. Down is A plus B into A minus B. is secant squared a minus tan squared a, which is already 1. So you get 1 over there. So top, open the bracket, a minus b the whole squared, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now look at the answer. We almost got the answer. Middle term we got it. Last term was a part of it got it. This is the term which is unwanted there. So we have to change. So secant squared a is taken to the other side, 1 plus tan squared a. That is replaced by that. Then tan squared a and tan squared a is added. So you get 1 minus 2 secant tan a plus tan squared a, which is the right hand side. So left side is equal to right hand side. Okay, now we take another question. Question is this: square root of 1 minus sin a divided 1 plus sin a is this. Don't think that the rationalizing factor is only for denominator. Now, if you look at very carefully, here 1 plus sin a, there is also answer also get 1 plus sin a. So, if you rationalize the denominator, we won't get 1 plus sin a again, because 1 plus sin a, when you rationalize it, become 1 minus sin a, which become 1 square minus sin squared. So our denominator will not get the same denominator. So what we do is to rationalize the denominator, we rationalize the numerator, but within the square root. So 1 minus sin is rationalizing factor, that is the numerator, not the denominator, is 1 plus sin a. So top and down multiply by 1 plus sin a. So top multiply 1 plus sin a, 1 plus sin a. So it will be square root of a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So it will be 1 squared minus n squared a. Denominator is repeated term, so 1 plus sin a the whole square. So 1 minus sin squared a, see if we take it to the other side, if we get 1 minus sin squared a is cos squared a. So if we take sin squared to the other side, 1 minus sin squared cos squared. So if 1 minus sin squared is written as cos squared, denominator is 1 plus sin a the whole squared. Now square root and square will cancel each other. So you get cos a divided by 1 plus sin a, which is our right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So again I repeat, here we, instead of rationalizing the denominator, we rationalize the numerator within the square root. So rationalize the factor of 1 minus sin a is 1 plus sin a. So top and down multiply by 1 plus sin a. The numerator become a plus b into a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared, 1 squared minus sin squared a. Denominator is 1 plus sin a into 1 plus sin a, which is 1 plus sin a the whole squared. But 1 minus sin squared a is taking the other side is cos squared a. So replace 1 minus sin squared cos squared a. Denominator is 1 plus sin a the whole squared. Square and square root will cancel each other. We get cos a divided by 1 plus sin a, which is our right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side.